Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports.
Yes, guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sport, and we're here to discuss quarterfinal action coming up in the Champions League this week. So, of course, just going to do a quick team selection video, try to see which players catch my eye and which fixtures I want to tackle the most. Of course, I am also contemplating if to wildcard as well. So let's get straight into the action. So this is what my team looks like so far. So I have Nunes, Giroud, Mbappe, Vareskela. I think that's how you pronounce it. I was trying to look at some videos of how to pronounce that name. Joao Mario, Jude Bellingham, Ronaldo, Joao Cancelo, Reece James, Guerrero, Kepa, Mignolet, Vinicius Jr., Skriniar, and Riyad Mahrez. So, of course, this would have been my team from the previous round. So, of course, I am genuinely considering if to a wild card. I think I may do that for this quarterfinal stage, right? Instead of trying to just make transfers, try and fix the whole team, do a nice revamp. So let's go straight into that. Let's do that. So let's activate that wildcard button one time. All right. So what I'll do, of course, clear out the whole team, and then we take a quick look at the fixtures. Of course, the biggest fixture, at least for me, Chelsea, Real Madrid. That's a real big one, right? Not too sure how to tackle that one, which way to go. That should be very, very, very interesting. So these are the fixtures right here. So, of course, Benfica enter, City Bayern. So that's the first game this Tuesday and tomorrow. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we have Real Madrid, Chelsea, and Milan versus Napoli. Of course, Milan defeated Napoli recently, very convincingly in the Serie A. Of course, it would have been an insignificant game, a result, I should say, because Napoli, of course, had a significant points advantage on Milan. But this is the Champions League. Napoli have been very good in this competition, very consistent. They have great performance. Of course, we know the only thing I think Osimhen is injured, but I don't think that should be too big of an issue for them. But it's going to be a very big game, and Milan would relish the opportunity to go up early in this leg and take an advantage going to the second tie. Of course, both of them have the advantage of playing home, in a sense, in Italy, so it won't be a disadvantage to anyone. It's just the crowd will be the main difference. And looking at the City Bayern game, that's a good game. Bayern, of course, struggling a little bit in their own domestic league. City, not struggling in recent form, but it's been some topsy-turvy form. But recently, they have been in very clinical form, right, destroying teams, and of course, without Haaland. I think, of course, Haaland did come back fit recently. He scored a brace, so looking very good to go. Rip and roaring to go to play against Bayern, a team he should be more than familiar with. So it should be a very interesting game. Benfica Inter, that's one tough to call. Benfica have been very, very good during this tournament, getting favorable ties and taking advantage of those ties. So that one will be difficult to call. I'm definitely looking at the goalkeeper, of course, from Benfica. That's one of my key assets I'm eyeing, or one of my main scouts that I'm eyeing. So let's take a quick. Let's see how we could break down these teams now. Let's see what we could break down and bring in some players. So, of course, I try to go bare bones. I want to look at the goalkeeper, as I said. So I think the Benfica game might be the best one to target in terms of goalkeeper. I think that's the one I want to go for. So, of course, Onana's a good shout. We saw how good he was, of course, leading up to this stage of the competition. So he's someone that could possibly be on my radar for sure. But I am looking at Vlachodimos from Benfica. Decent, of course, but again, coming up against a tricky Inter will be looking for maybe an easy 1-0 and then lock up shop. They've been very decent defensively, keeping clean sheets, and Onana's been making some great saves, and he's very cheap. So for now, I'll dive on Onana because you want to be very aggressive at this stage. This is the quarterfinal stage, and you want to be aggressive. You want to get the best players and go very hard at it. So for now, I'll just go with one. Let's take a quick look at the defense, who's looking good. the best potential for keeping a clean sheet. So, of course, City playing Bayern. Do I want to go for defenders from those teams? No, not yet. I don't think I want to tackle defenders from those things yet. Maybe Inter, maybe AC Milan, maybe Napoli. Those are the kind of teams I think I will try and look at defenders for first and foremost. So since we went keeper Inter, we could also try and go defender Inter as well. All right, so we have some decent options here. So already I had Skriniar before, but he is he's flagged, so I will not jump on him yet. We have Dumfries as an option, we have Bastoni as an option, so I'll stick with him for now. So doubling up on the Inter in terms of defense for now. All right, let's quickly look at the midfield options now. So now we go now to our Bayerns, our Cities, our Real Madrid. So let's take a quick look at the Real Madrid options really quickly. So of course, you can't go wrong with a Vinny Jr. in your team, of course. For me, at least, definitely have to be first pick. Of course, next option we could also take a look at. We could take a quick look at the City options. Now, for me, I have to put Mahrez first and foremost in the team. Mahrez is Mr. Champions League for City. Yes, Grealish has been in good form recently, but I'm not too sure. But trying to think like Pep is a dangerous game. It's not as stressful, right? So, of course, let's move on to the forwards quickly. Can't go wrong with Haaland. I definitely think Haaland will play. Of course, because of his recent injury, he was given some minutes recently just to get his fitness back in. So definitely Haaland will play. Cannot go wrong with that. Bayern Munich. Right now, of course, Choupo-Moting has been flagged. So that could, so of course, Müller definitely has to be an option there, for me at least. All right, so let's go back up to the defense. Let's see what we're thinking. I'm thinking of Reece James for Chelsea. I mean, if Chelsea have to do anything, I think Reece James could probably be a part of that, or even Chilwell. But I'm going with Reece James. He has been in decent form recently. I like how he's looking. I know sometimes when he comes from injury, he's not the best, but he's been looking pretty good. So I will jump on Reece James for now. So Reece James to go for. In defense, of course, City playing again. The defenders are very difficult to pick because some of these matchups are so we know they're going to be attacking. We know they're going to be full of goals, especially that City Bayern. But I want to go for some defenders that we know have some decent attacking output as well. Now, João Cancelo for Bayern. I definitely not. I won't go there. Not too convinced on that particular buy. Ruben Diaz for City. Might be a good shout. Might be a good shout defensively. Take him in there for now, just for now. All right. Goalkeeper. Let's see. So let's look at the fixtures again. And so what I'll do, I'll pick one for Tuesday, and if one for that, one for Wednesday. So I already have Onana for Tuesday. So let's bring in somebody for Wednesday who can rack up some good saves. Maybe Milan's keeper might be a bad shout. Maybe. I don't see that being a bad shout. Milan's keeper might be a decent shout. Let's take a quick gander there. All right, so of course, man. Right, so I think I'll go with him. So if anything, depending on what my keeper does, what Onana does on the first day, second day I have options. And that's another way to, of course, you all know by now, for those who are still learning the game, best way to do that, look at the games and try to pick players for the particular matches. And of course, don't forget you have subs. So if someone didn't make a lot of points, they have someone on the bench, you can sub them on for the next game and hopefully they outscore that low scoring player, right? Of course. While we're doing this captain option, so of course what I will do, I will captain someone who's playing Tuesday, and then depending on the points that they rack up, I will allot another captain for Wednesday. So for sure, what I'll do, I'll captain Haaland. I think that might be, or maybe Mahrez. I'm still in two minds there, but definitely captaining Vinny if my Tuesday option does not come up to scratch for the next game. All right. So of course, let's try and get some decent, cheap options. So of course, Milan have some good options as well for attacking potential, but Rafael Leao, I think for me, has to be in my team. Definitely has to be in my team. So I'll go with Haaland, Müller, Rafael Leao as my attacking three up top. I think that's good for now. I'm comfortable with that. I'm going to try and play a 3-4-3 formation, or well, of course, depending on how I try to line them up for the match days. All right, let's take a gander now what we need. We need some defenders. All right, let's try and get some defenders in here. All right, we could probably possibly go for Madrid. Let's see what Madrid can offer us. Right, who's fit? Right, so of course you have Carvalho, you have Rudiger, Alba is fit. Not fit, sorry. I'm not convinced by that, you know. let me take another gander. Let me go down the road. Let's see. Bayern. Bayern might have some better attacking potential. Of course, you have Alfonso Davies. I think that's a good shout. And maybe Pavard, right? So I think I'm good there with that lock off there. So what do we need? We need three midfielders with 19.8 left. All right, and we have to do some shifting around. Let's see what we could get there. So we need some midfielders. All right, thinking of maybe bringing back João Mario. Might be the best attacking option there for Benfica. But at least I have something there. You know, in that game, always get to have at least one attacking option in those games. Always. You never know. You might get something, get an assist, get a goal, right? Let's not count them out. They may do something good against Inter Milan. Okay, so 13.4 for two more midfielders. That's not terrible at all. We can make that work. Let's look at Napoli, right? We didn't pay much attention to Napoli, and definitely there's some great options there. So of course we have Zelensky, of course we have Kvaratskhelia. I know I was very hot on Zelensky, very, very hot, and then I switched and went to Kvaratskhelia. So if I bring him in, we will left with 6.2, I believe. Right, so we left with 6.2. All right, so let's see what other cheap option we could bring in. Now Anguissa for Napoli. Very solid, very decent. Someone that's on my radar all the time. But let's see if we can spread it a little bit. All right, let's take a quick. So what I have so far? So far we have City. We have 3 City options. We have 1 Napoli. We have 2 Milan. Right. We have 2. Sorry, Inter. We have 1 Chelsea, and we have 3 Bayern. All right. So we didn't. The team not too we could try and tackle maybe another Chelsea, give Chelsea an option, maybe 1, just in case they get a goal. Okay, so who's the best attacker here for Chelsea? But who will Lampard pick? That is the next option. Trying to figure out what Lampard is going to do is very, very tricky. And of course the options are limited. We only have 6.2 left. Let me see what Mudryk out of our budget with Fernandez start. Most likely maybe a Kovacic. Very tricky to try and figure out what the hell he's going to do here. What is Lampard going to do? I think I don't want to go for someone so uncertain. I'm really not sure what he will do. I don't want to go in that uncertainty round. Let's maybe check one more Bayern. Let's see what Bayern have to offer. So of course, in that 6.2 range will be very tricky. Very, very, very tricky. Not even Musiala could afford. So do I drop someone, try to bring in another cheap option, bring in someone else, bring in 2 other guys that could fit the budget, or do I look around a little more? Must have someone that we could. So let's maybe filter 2 teams. So I'll filter City and could filter back Chelsea. Maybe even maybe even Benfica. Let's see what's available for that 6.2. We'll even fix the price. All right. Let's fix the price. Okay, so up to 6.5. Right, so of course we already have João Mario midfielder. Right, so we already have João Mario, Rodri, Eder Fernandez. Really looking interesting in it. Big game player, World Cup winner. Why not? Just for a differential, right? Let's try and fix him up here. So let's look at his team. So we have Haaland, Müller, Rafael Leao, we have Zelensky, we have João Mario Fernandez, we have Vinicius Jr., Riyad Mahrez, Bastoni, Ruben Diaz, Reece James, Alfonso Davies, and Pavard. And in the back, we have the keepers, we have Onana and Malman. All right. I'm sticking with this. Let's go forward. All right, so I'm confirming my transfers. Right, I did play that, right? So my wildcard was activated. And this is the team that we're going for. So, of course, you just make sure that everyone you have in the team is playing Tuesday. So, Tuesday, of course, Bayern are playing, right? Bayern City playing, Benfica, Inter, everybody else on Wednesday. So, just try to make sure that you're covered in that regard. So, of course, I will put Fernandez on the bench because he is not playing until Wednesday. Anyone else? So, I will put my keeper Right, so I'm going to put my keeper as white, leave him as Onana, because Onana is playing on Tuesday. Very good. Right, so Zelensky playing Wednesday. Anyone that I have on the bench that is playing, so all my City assets. Nope, so I will put in a City assets. Okay, let's take out Reece James for now. Okay, Reece is not playing until Wednesday. All right, so just of course make sure that all you guys are playing. All right, so I'm pretty happy and confident there. Everyone that I have on the bench will be playing Wednesday. I am going to captain Haaland. All right, so as you can see, everything is dated here. So you will see, all right, so all my 12th players, all the Wednesday players are on the bench, and all my players that are featuring on Tuesday are on the field. Right, I'm good with this. Right, I think I've tackled it as aggressive as I could, tackling the fixture that I wanted to attack, looking at the players that I wanted to tackle. If you see any holes in this between now and kickoff, let me know. I will definitely be open to any options, any opinions, anything at all that you think I should change that I add in. I'm still thinking, of course, I'm still trying to figure, okay, is this the best attack? Should I brought in De Bruyne? Things like that, those kind of players. Anyone with anybody else with more potential from Chelsea? Am I underestimating Chelsea? But I mean, I went with two, to me, the best options from Chelsea. Again, considering what Lampard might do, because Reece James might even feature. You never know; he might try to do something else. So all that we have to consider, right? But I'm happy with my goalkeeping options. I'm happy with my defenders, for sure. Napoli options, great with that. I'm happy with the Milan options as well. So yeah, I think this is what I will do. So confirm. And right, so of course, always make sure click that save button. Always make sure. And again, make sure you check your subs on Wednesday. Do not forget to check your subs on Wednesday. And we'll be back with a review show at sometime this week, after the games, of course, to see how our teams did, and you let us know the points that you racked up as well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you like the video. And if you want to see more, always go to the channel. We do F1, we do FPL, we do cricket. IPL is currently going on right now. We will be back with a show on that very soon as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and no green arrows in Champions, but may captain score hat trick, may defenders keep a clean sheet, and happy picking. And I will definitely see you all in the next one. Take care.